Albert Bell, how are you, my friend? Thank you for joining us.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
It's too early for you over there?
Man, it's early as hell, but you know I love y'all.
Appreciate it, man. So you had any
Man, cut it out. It's 9:30 in the morning, champ. Shit,
Man, I
you
ain't no
good.
morning person.
well, you had an amazing performance on OTX, which was a four-fight deal that was done with Dazn. They put on some very good shows in
Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah, man, and we were excited to see that. Excited to see you do your thing, and you made a statement, a very, you know, loud statement with that knockout. And I want to say, I guess your knockout celebration is what I want to say pushed it over the top, kind of pushed you into that boxing viral realm. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. You know, what I mean, I was just really just having fun. I wasn't really focused on the celebration. It was nothing like something planned or just nothing like that. It was just I was just in a moment having fun. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, nothing like that. But you know, it's boxing, man. Stuff happened. I was having fun, enjoying myself.
Speaking of having fun, I know, for some of us listening, I guess it's easy to hear you say that, but for some of us that know the story, it's been a very long, difficult journey to get to this point. How is it that you are staying, you know, I guess in the right mindset because you were with Top Rank and it feels like you've been on the cusp of a title shot now 2 years? Maybe am I wrong, or you feel like it's been
Two,
longer?
2019.
Well, there you go. So how is it that you do stay so positive? Because you been should have got a shot. You should have been fighting Gabriel Flores Jr. when he was undefeated. You should have been fighting fucking Oscar Valdez when y'all was in the same division. It's just a lot of names that you could have fought while you were over there that did not fight you, but you remain in high spirits. You remain posting, smiles and having fun. So how do you
Right.
do it? How do you stay in that mindset? How do you remain positive in this sport?
Um, just loving what I do, you know what I mean? Just loving boxing and the process of what it come with, you know, and just trusting my journey is gonna be different from other people's. Once I learned that and accepted that, my path is gonna be different to other people's, and everything got a time and a season. You know what I mean? I was able to stay positive and just, you know, just stay in love with what I do. You know what I mean? Keep trusting my process and enjoying every step of the way. You know what I mean? Sometimes like you could be salty about something, but one day I prayed to be where I'm at now, you know what I mean? No matter how long it take or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? Just gotta just you can't get too caught up in the where you trying to go to not enjoy where you at. So I just sat back for a little bit and enjoyed that mindset. At first I was hella frustrated, but you know, everything happened for a reason.
Now, Albert, after the win, that bumped you to now number one in the world in the WBO at 130 pounds. We just saw Navarrete uh, get a spectacular win over Oscar Valdez. He holds that WBO title. I just kind of want you to walk us through the year, because it's been a hell of a year for you. Obviously, lost your mother in the beginning of the year,
Wow, my
and
condolences.
and
Thank you, bro.
for you to go through that, because I'm sure it's something you still going through. For you to go through that, how are you able to manage and still work your way to the top and work your way to this position that you are now in?
Um it's just like it was devastating, you know what I mean? Because it was like it wasn't just my mother, it was like stuff back to back to back, like, you know what I mean? um, when I lost my mother, it was totally unexpected, you know what I mean? Like, um, she went to the hospital, you know. I don't want to get too into detail, but it was like everything was looking good. Then I'm riding, and I mean, I go home, go to sleep, and they just like, here, up and get to the hospital, she ain't gonna make it through the night. So I'm like, what? It was just a lot, like. So once that happened, it destroyed me. So then I'm like, okay, I got to get something positive going, because if not, it's about to take a real dark turn. You know what I mean? It's gonna get some positive going. So we set up a fight for March. Um, Riding in the car, somebody we get in a bad car accident, injured my foot. So that canceled the only positive thing I had going to the gym and keeping my mind going. So that set me back. Boom. Get back in the gym. I got a coach that's like my grandfather that I've been knowing since I was a young boy. You know what I mean? He didn't want to open a gym. I've been sitting with the guy every day of my life. So I was 8 years old. He dropped second day back in the gym to start the camp for the rescheduled fight. He dropped dead of heart attack right in the boxing gym, right in front of us. You know what I mean? Boom. So it was just stuff like just back to back to back. But um the boxing is what kind of dragging me out of the dark spot. Just having something positive to look forward to. You know what I mean? Something just keep me out the nightclubs, out the bars, out from partying, out from just kicking it or doing whatever. So boxing would kind of snap me back and kind of save me. You know what I mean? So that's how I was able to do it and just focus and, you know what I mean, getting some wins and getting some momentum, seeing where I was at. Because like right after the dark spot happened, my ranking got higher. Like, okay, oh, you number three now. I'm like, oh, I'm right here. Let me lock in. I can't lighten up right now. You know what I mean? I gotta do what they would want me to do. So I just kept that in mind and try to, do what I know they would want me doing, especially just being right. It came too far to, you know what I mean, to get deterred. So I just locked in, man, and just focused on the positive.
Now we saw you take one home. Obviously, that's the fight you were speaking of that got delayed. You headlined in Toledo in May, just
Mhm.
headlined in Atlanta on OTX, and it seems at least BoxRec is saying that you right back in the ring in October.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're looking at October 7th. Here, I wasn't supposed to be fighting in Toledo no time soon again, but you know, it's like I know they're gonna try to stall me. It's not 100% mandatory yet until like they might have one voluntary defense. I won't know until October, until we go to the convention. Um, so I can't let nobody jump me. I can't sit still and I don't have the luxury to sit back until it get ordered and have somebody below me in the rankings have a nice fight or a big fight because they would top rank or with any other promotion and get ahead of me. So I gotta stay active and stay sharp and keep defending my NABO and keep that number one spot. So when they do call, I'm right there. You know what I mean? I can't. I don't have the luxury to just be relaxed.
Mm.
Do you foresee a fight with Navarrete being number one, or do you see Navarrete trying to do something bigger, quote unquote? Because there's been rumors of him wanting a Shakur fight. Um,
Right.
do you see him moving up? Do you see him sticking around facing you? Do you see yourself fighting for a vacant title with Archie Sharp?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm just trying to I'm just happy where I'm at, you know what I mean? I like everybody know me, I don't turn down fights, so if it's with Navarrete, if it's with Archie Sharp, whoever case may be, I take it however I get it. You know what I mean? I work to it's hard to be in my position. So if he wanted to go up to the fight Shakur, leave it vacant, me and Archie Sharp fight for it, that's cool. I'd rather beat the champion, face the champion, beat the champion, and get it that way. But I'm willing to and prepared to take it to however I got to get it.
Now, Albert, you mentioned something that I want to touch on because I want to give you and I want to give Vic y'all flowers because this is something that I've seen y'all do for a few years now. Whether you was with Top Rank or even after you left Top Rank, you've continued and y'all have continued to do so, and that's the conventions, the sanctioning body conventions. I know you've been present. I know Vic's been present. I know you've gone to Puerto Rico to sit down. Outside of the convention, just talk to just talk to us and the public a little bit. How important has that been, especially now being an independent fighter? How important has that been for you to still be in this position that you're in?
Um, it's just all about networking, man, and getting in these rooms with these people where you have a relationship with them instead of just being a
A
name on a piece
name.
of paper. You know what I mean? A
Exactly.
name on a piece of paper with a number by it. You know what I mean? They want some people. You know what I mean? When they, I'm a correct. I'm a charismatic person. You know what I mean? And um, you just got to get out there and state your case and get a relationship with these people where they could say, yeah, I do want to see this kid get his opportunity. I do know what he's been through. I do know. you know what I mean, it's just become more personal with them. You know what I mean, like Paco and everybody over there. They some good people. You know what I mean. It's not the I didn't only just go to convention when I was in Puerto Rico on vacation before. I stopped in the WBO office to meet everybody and talk to them and get a feel for them, and they got a feel for us. You know what I mean. That's how it all started. And
So you
then the
was on
convention, man.
vacation.
How
Yeah, I was on
important
vacation.
do
Mm.
you think that meeting, you stopping by, you getting familiar with them, and them knowing who you are other than just a number on a piece of paper,
A
how
name.
important you think that was to your career?
I think it's very important to be honest. Yeah, I think it's very important. Like experience and networking is it don't have a price on it. You know what I mean? So especially when you in the position I'm in, where you're not with a major promoter and stuff. So I think it was a very smart move by me and my team. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful we did do that and that we moving like that. So it's very important.
Do you believe your time is now or coming?
No, I believe it's now. You know what I mean? I think the coming stage is over. You know what I mean? I'm looking at what's around. I'm looking who in the division. I'm looking. Um, my moves ahead after this, you know what I mean? But I'm just focused where I'm at right now. But I can see like the lighting at the end of the tunnel. So it's just, I believe my time is now, to be honest.
And what do you know about Archie Sharp? Is he with Matchroom or is that a Frank Warren fighter or a boxer fighter?
To be honest, I really don't know. They got a lot of stuff going on over there. I ain't 100% sure with the details. So I can't really speak on that. I know me and him was in talks before. It was going good, you know, that we was trying to fight each other, but it just stuff was lining up. So if now is the time to present itself, then so be it. But I try to make that fight happen before as well, like at the beginning of 2022. I mean, I've been trying to fight. We've been able to talk about fighting each other since 2022 when I was number three and he was number one. Because the last convention they ordered, they were saying that this is before Navarrete came up. He was gonna fight the number two guy or whatever the case may be. I mean, the number three guy, and Oscar was gonna fight Navarrete, but Oscar got injured, so that took allowed Navarrete to. I don't know how it went past him, but ended up fighting the guy from Australia. But me and him was talking to fight for a while now, so you know what I mean. If Navarrete goes up and that fight presents itself as two undefeated guys, an American versus somebody from the UK, so I mean it could be it could be interesting. So however it go, I'm ready for my shot.
Now, champ, obviously to me, I feel like you're a better boxer than Valdez. On paper, Valdez obviously has more power than you
Mm-hmm.
and more experience on that world level or championship level. He got destroyed by Navarrete. Um,
Mm-hmm.
how do you not get battered? That dude don't stop throwing punches. That's a tough ass fight. I know you a boxer, but the dude don't stop throwing punches. You gotta have obviously tip top conditioning, pivot all fucking night, duck, weave, slip. It's a tough fight because you're gonna be working so hard not to be hit. Or am I wrong?
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not worried about getting battered or nothing like that. You know, it's just like you said. My main thing would be just being in tip top shape. After that, everything will work itself out. Like to be honest, you know what I mean. Oscar Valdez is a short guy. He's flat footed. He stays right there. Most of these guys do. I done seen Navarrete against guys that couldn't box at all, like other Mexican fighters that couldn't box at all, that gave him trouble, or different guys that's not nowhere near on the class of skill set that I have or even the length that I have, you know what I mean, or sharpness, a jab, all types of stuff. So it's a lot of stuff that I could do, that I would do, that probably make it an easy night, to be honest. But it just all
Damn,
starts with.
easy night?
No, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but it's stuff that I could do, that I know I could do, that could make it an easy night. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? People or in people eyes, they would say, "Oh, this didn't look like it was supposed to be." You know what I mean? But it all starts with the tip top conditioning. As long as I know if I'm in tip top shape, the best shape of my life, getting that 12 round, 15 round shape. You know what I mean? And have a real long sharp, not a long sharp, long camp, but a real camp. You know what I mean? I got him for sure.
Now, Albert, when it comes to the experience, you may have not had the opportunity in the ring with too many of the guys yet, but you've still shared the ring with a lot of top level guys in the gym and in sparring and stuff like that. How much do you think that helps in for the championship fight? Because he's obviously been there now through three divisions, but for you, you've been able to get your experience in the gym.
Yeah. And then I had a long amateur career. Over had 200 some amateur fights. You know what I mean? Then the pros and been to all types of camps and stuff. And then I've been top. I've been sparring some of the top fighters since I turned pro, or even before I turned pro. You know what I mean? But it just shows you different stuff that you pick up in the gym that most people would have to learn in a fight and adjust on the fly. So I think I think I add a lot to my bag and my experience. You know what I mean? With my mental, because I have picked up a lot of tricks and trades and learned how to control parts of the round and rest here and pick it up here and different little spots and stuff. So, like I said, experience. I mean, your experience is priceless. So I think I think I bring a lot of experience too and a lot of stuff that he probably never seen that had to deal with fighting me as well.
Now, I know you've been able to share the ring with guys like Lomachenko, George Kambosos. Who else have you been able to spar as a professional and get some work in with?
Man, to be honest, I would have to race back so long, but the first ever I ever sparred when I turned pro was Rancis Barthélemy when he was a world champion.
Uh,
Um, down because I started. I mean, I turned pro in Florida, so I sparred a lot of top guys down there. Ohio has the Rashi Warrens, the Adrian Browners, the Robert Easter Juniors, and all those guys all be in the camp with them all the time. Then the Devin Haney's, the Cambosises, the Lomachenkos, and just a lot of other top fighters. I sparred a lot of guys. I mean, I've been in the ring with a lot of world champions and a lot of top guys to contenders and et cetera, et cetera. So um, even like now, when I go out to Vegas and go to Solace Gym or go to, it's a lot of gyms I go to out there where they got nothing but top guys, undefeated guys, and things of that nature. So I've been there with a lot of fighters.
now, since leaving them, at any point have you had any conversation with Top Rank, especially now
Um,
with you being number one?
yeah, we chat with him. I mean, here and there. I go to, if you know me, I'm on all the fights. So always run into them, or we talk, or they just was here in Toledo for the Jerry Anderson car. Um, Then my manager Vic, he has a lot of fighters that he puts on cards here and here, so he stays in contact with them. So we ain't really draw up no plan yet of what's going on or what's gonna happen next. But I'm sure when it's time to really, make something happen or talk about something, it should be it shouldn't be that difficult to put something together, and that's why we always stayed. Great communication with them and great relationship with Top Rank. It was never no bad blood or hard feelings or nothing like that. It just was something I had to do for my career at that time by leaving Top Rank.
I got James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. He says, "Do you believe Colbert should have gotten the win versus Jose Velasquez?
Valenzuela.
Valenzuela, aka
Oh,
Rayo. I personally
the
believe Rayo did enough, and if not, a draw would have been more reasonable than Colbert getting the win. What's your thoughts?"
Yeah, I believe it should have been like a draw at the least. If not, I seen Rayo winning, but if not, I could see a draw as well when I watched it again. You know what I mean? Because Cobra did do a lot coming back and fought hard, but I didn't see him doing enough to take the win. But I heard they fighting again, so props and kudos to them. Props to Cobra for taking that fight again. You know what I mean? 'Cause a lot of people when they squeeze by a win like that, they just go on about it. But that shows a lot um, for him to take that fight again. So I'm interested to see it. But I did see it as either a rail win or a draw.
You kind of answered this, but Ruin 504 New Orleans says, "Any idea who you'll be facing next?"
To be honest, I don't know. I just want it to be quality. Somebody, try to come in, give me some good rounds and keep me sharp while this WBO world title stuff sort itself out. So to be honest, I really don't know who I'm fighting just yet, but I know I will be fighting in October.
And earlier you said your reach when speaking of Navarrete, you got 1 inch more than him. He's 72, you 73, unless your box rec is wrong. But you're also taller, so that gives
Yeah.
you more of a reach, correct?
Something like that. And then even if it is just inch advantage or whatever, he probably never fought somebody with the inch advantage. He probably never fought nobody in his life that got longer arms than him. So it's just something everybody got to adjust with. And then, like I said, you know what I mean, I'm active with my reach. You know what I mean, I know how to use my reach. I know how to use my length. I'm not one of them guys that's flat footed in there banging. That's not throwing his jab. So, you know, it makes it a different thing than just having a 1 inch reach advantage.
James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama says people are already talking about Inoue and Tank is the super fight of the future. Inoue has to make it past 131st, and I feel you will be a champion before then. Do you feel Inoue would be a dangerous fight for you? I also feel Navarrete would be easy for you.
I think anyway is a dangerous fight for anybody. You know what I mean? But I'm not looking at, to be honest, I'm not looking at. I don't think Tank should be looking at an in a way super fight either right now. You know what I mean? People just got to worry about the things that they got. It's a lot of business to be taken care of in these divisions, whether it's 130, 135 with Tank, with stuff that he got going on up there. He still got to go through if he gonna stay at 122 to become undisputed, to defend undisputed, to come to 126 or whatever. It's a lot. That's something I can't really entertain when I got to be worried about my first world title shot first. You know.
For sure. I got Matt Bent in Kansas City says, have you ever worked with Eddie Hearn? You might consider a UK tour or UK or duty. UK duty.
No, I haven't worked with Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? Like I said, my team's had talks with pretty much everybody. You know, but we haven't talked. I mean, we haven't worked with Hearn, but I'm definitely down or um accepting to go over the match room with the UK or whatever the case may be and fight them guys over there because what they have Cordina that has a title and they have other top challengers, you know, and they got a lot of guys that was champions at 126 or whatever the case may be that might be going up. So whatever presents itself that makes sense for me, I'm with it. As long as it just makes sense or it lead to title opportunities or title unifications.
B-Lo in Phoenix, Arizona. Champ, thanks for your time. How did you get the nickname? And what keeps you motivated? Good luck in the future bouts. You got a lot of love in the TBV community with the Ohio supporters.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I got my nickname because my father is a fighter. You know what I mean? And he was like a legendary fighter from in my city. So his name was the King. You know what I mean? Like, and I had a auntie that passed away, but she used to always take me around. She used to always call me Prince Albert in the Can way before boxing. So it just happened to be two different people in my family named me Prince. So it just stuck with me, and it's just always been my name since I was a kid.
Ryan Frazier in Toronto, Canada says, hey, it's Ryan Frazier. Can you name 3 fights you want next?
Um, I would say Mario Navarrete next. Um, a unification with any other champions in a weight
Top
class.
shot,
Whether
master.
um, Falls, that's a good fight. If I get the belt, I mean when I get the belt, and he still has his, then of course I'm down for the unification
He
with
be
Foster.
talking greasy like he's the
Cordina.
one.
He's supposed to. I mean, he's a world champion right now. He came back for some things and battled himself back. Me and him kind of got the same story, I believe. So I respect him. You know what I mean? If you feel like he the one, he's supposed to. You know what I mean? You got to believe you the one to somebody show you not. So if you
Mm.
believe he's the one, that's cool. But I'm open to, you know what I mean, getting the belt and unifying with him or Cordina or Garcia. You know, any of the guys over there, if we could try to make this stuff happen, or them two of them guys fight each other, and two of us fight each other, and to be the first ever undisputed 130 champion, then that's what be in the cards. That's cool, but I would like that. I would like I would like Navarrete, then another champion, and then either go up to 135 and try to you know what I mean campaign there.
Last one, Dre Bogus in San Diego. Congrats on the win. Who are your 3 favorite fighters of all time?
Every time somebody asks me that, I get thanks for the congratulations. But every time somebody asks me that, I get stuck because I'm really like a student of the game. So just off of the just off of Okay, off the back of my head, I'm just gonna say Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones.
I like that.
But that's only three.
That's what you told him.
That's
Three.
what he said.
Oh
He asked
shit!
for three.
Yeah. Why'd I think four?
Cause you usually we ask for the Mount Rushmore and ask for it.
Yeah.
So, but
Okay.
now this one was a three. Yo, champ, before we let you go, just want your thoughts really quick.
On Devin Haney Shakur, who wins?
Um, May the best man win. You know what I mean. I try to you know what I mean. Try to stay out of that. You know, both
You
Daz my
sparred either
brother.
of them?
Yeah, I sparred Devin. Me and Devin been sparring since we was younger. Um, but you know, Shakur, me and him got a cool, cordial relationship. I try to stay out of it. Got respect for both guys. Got much love for both. Especially got love for Dev. Um, I just like to see it happen. You know what I mean? When it happens and when it makes sense to happen.
Well,
So you
oh,
saying when it makes sense, you feel it's not ready then?
No, I feel like it's ready. But I'm saying if he don't want to hold the weight no more and he's not gonna force himself to hold it and there's other opportunities, then go ahead, pursue it, and do what's best for you at the end of the day. That's all you can do. If you know, everything, I don't know. I believe it's time for it to happen. I mean, if like I said, it makes sense now, but it makes sense later as well. So whenever they put the pen to the paper and sign the contracts, then we'll see who the better fighter is on that night.
well, I wanted to ask you on the double undisputed that we have a month from tomorrow, right here in Las Vegas. The super welterweight undisputed champ Jermell Charlo moves up two divisions to face the super middleweight.
He's sensationalizing this shit, huh?
Hey man, say man, we ain't never seen this shit before. But you know,
Right.
he facing the other undisputed champion in Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight. How do you see that fight playing out? And what
I
was your
think that's a
reaction? What was your reaction when you heard it was Jermel and not Jamal?
I actually liked it. I liked it a little bit better because I believe
Sensational.
Jamel is he been proving himself, man. He's been active. He been getting better each time, I believe. Like when he lost to Tony, came back, did his thing. When he had to fight, I believed he lost, to be honest, but it was a draw against Casano the first time for Undisputed. He came back, improved, did his thing. He just showing improvement, and they're naturally big guys, you know what I mean? And then Canelo's been slowing down a little bit in his career. He's an older 33 than most. But it just that fight makes a lot of sense and make it very interesting. You know what I mean? I'm definitely ready to see that one. Um, you can't sleep on Charlo in this fight, and Canelo's Canelo, man.
So, who you got?
Uh, I'm not a bet man that night. I might
uh,
put something on the underdog, but I'm not confident
To pick one.
in no pick right now.
All
No,
right,
I
cool.
think
That being said,
it's
what
fight.
was your thoughts when you heard Terence Crawford say that he wants the winner at 168?
I like Terence against anybody right now.
mm. So you think he could beat Canelo?
Yeah,
Wow.
he's special, man. I mean, I just they all special, but that dude, man, he's different, bro. People still haven't seen the best Terence Crawford. Like, he didn't have to. Like, I mean,
And what,
that
you
dude,
feel
like,
you have seen the best in the gym? What? How do you know we haven't seen the
you
best? How do
just
you know you haven't seen the
because
best?
like you never seen this dude like you never seen this dude in a fight that's like where it was close or he probably got caught with something or then he just destroyed people. Like you never seen this dude go to a decision like, oh, did Terrence get that? Or it's like that dude, man. That dude got so many tricks in his bag. Like this fight, he didn't even have to switch orthodox one time. You know what I mean? Like he fought one of the best southpaws in the world, southpaw, like the entire time. Like dude is just doing stuff just to be doing it. Like man, that dude is special, bro.
Mm.
And he mean, like he
What's your
mean, like
And he
He
mean.
is
he
mean.
mean,
What's your
bro. He
thoughts?
mean.
What's your thoughts though? Because when we started talking about this, it was just a fantasy, but there's been reports since you've been on this interview that there are real talks with Crawford and Tank, right? That's what you showed me. I read that
No,
right.
no, 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 bro. You don't know how to read at
Oh
all.
well, I was, I wasn't reading it.
Uh,
You showed it to me on your phone. What was the exact tweet though?
nah. He said he was just playing.
Oh, you talking about Tank?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tank said he was playing, but he did say out here he could knock out Crawford in 6 rounds. He did say he got a
A
weak
glass
chin
shield.
and a glass shield. Just talk.
Hey, um, Tank got that type of pop. Like Crawford touched on it, like he's supposed to feel that way. You know what I mean? But he said if he come up to 47, then we'll find out. So I just leave it with that. You know what I mean? Tank got that type of power where he can knock anybody out if he get the shot. He's a precise puncher. He got the lowest output with the highest knockout ratio. But Crawford, different breed, man. He's a much bigger fighter, and that's not something I'm really interested in seeing. I'd rather see Crawford, you know what I mean, go up and fight those, get a Charlo fight or a Canelo fight. I wanted to see him fight Charlo next, but Charlo has the undisputed fight. But if he get the winner of that fight, then I would rather be interested in that, you know.
You spoke about reach. Crawford is a 74 and Tank, I believe, is a 67-inch reach. How difficult would it be for him to cut that distance with a 67 and a half to be exact inch reach?
Um, Difficult, you know what I mean? He's difficult for anybody. So they both special fighters, but you know it's weight classes for a reason. And especially just like right now off the bat, you know what I mean? Um, like I say, everybody got a lot of work to do still in that division. Tank got a lot to do at 135 still. Crawford cleaned out 47. Now it's time for him to do the 54 thing or the winner of that fight. So, you know, everything's supposed to happen in time, and Crawford took the steps where he developed his body in time to become, um, to transition to 54. You know, Tank never been as high as 47 to just jump up there out the blue, you know what I mean, to really kind of skip 40 a little bit. He fought at 40 once, but to skip it completely. Um, but Crawford would be doing the same thing, but I don't know with the Canelo thing. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Super duper last one. I know we said that, or I said that
I
already.
was good.
But
I ain't tripping.
your brethren, Jared Anderson, got a big win over the weekend. Two names: winner of Joe Joyce, Zhang. If he can't get that, he's been mentioning Frank Sanchez. Now he's mentioning Frank Sanchez. We, the public, would rather him fight Zhang, winner or loser. Because if Zhang lose, I still think that's a great fight for him. But if he wants the winner in Joyce or Zhang, whoever wins, I think those are great fights as well. But he himself has mentioned Frank Sanchez. What do you think the best option is for Jared Anderson?
To be honest, I don't. You can't go wrong with either one of those. With those options because outside of the two champions, them probably gonna be the best, the biggest names and the best tests out there. So whoever gets that fight out of either one of those options is probably the third best heavyweight in the world, you know, on paper. So we all got our opinions of who the best. But until Usyk and Fury fight, it's gonna them guys gonna be 1 and 2, and then those guys linger behind them. So whoever if Jared beats Frank Sanchez, I believe he should be under those guys. If he beats Zhang, the winner of Joyce, even if he beat Joyce or the Zhang guy, you know what I mean, same thing. So both of those are all three of them are big fights to be honest. The Joyce, the Zhang, or the Frank Sanchez fight. So either one of them would be good for the sport and for him in his career in the heavyweight division.
Well, Mr. Bell, that is everything. If you can, please give out your social media, direct anybody to any ticket sales for your next fight. We do appreciate your time.
For sure, man. Follow me on all social media platforms at Albert Prince Bill, all one word. You know what I mean? Albert Prince Bill, and I'll see y'all, and I'll be on there. Keep supporting me.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Albert Bell.
Family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1,000,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,000,000. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.